First day of split routine on back. So I just walked my first 3 miles. Setting this up, put a little sock in here so it doesn't pull away at the paint. Probably the first thing I'm gonna do. So we got 15 sets today on a split routine, starting out with back. Here we're doing 3 sets of high pulleys. Hits the traps, hits the erecte spinae, ties everything in really evenly. This exercise offers a great stretch. I don't limit the repetitions. Sometimes I'll do 25, 30. As you can see, I vary the intensity and position. I'll switch exercise bands, mid-exercise, mid-set, and I'll switch positions just slightly. Here I'm taking a narrower position with my hands, as well as increasing the resistance about 10 or 15 pounds using the red bands. I'm really feeling this one, so I'm really trying to get into like a hyperextended position, all the way into my mid-back. I want to work all the way down my traps. Since I'll be doing rear delt flies throughout the week, in fact almost every single day, except for these split routines, as well as other exercises that I do on a daily basis, I'm not really focused on the rear delts per se. I'm also not that concerned with the lats. I do pull-ups and rows throughout the week, so I really just want to get a nice stretch with these high pulley rows that come next. I'll probably switch positions and do a mid pulley and a lower pulley throughout the week. So here's my high pulley. Just trying to isolate that lats, trying to get a nice stretch, get a stretch on the traps, since I just worked the rhomboids and the traps, and I'm really trying to just use a little bit more resistance than I might get in a row that I'll be showing near the end of this 15 set workout. I do this row, I do the high pulleys that I showed first, I do Spider-Mans for the mid and lower back, and then I do an isolation exercise with stiff arms as I push down for 3 sets each. After I get that nice stretch in my lats, I'm ready to work the lower back, the erecte spinae. So here I'm doing Supermans. I think I got confused and said Spider-Mans earlier. I tried to do about 15 reps, but on the 15th rep, I do an iso hold and really try to feel the lower back. I do this good morning type stretch. It really helps alleviate all the stress around my hips. Later, I'll be working a little bit more on the glute medius while I do a side bridge with a kick. These rows are particularly challenging, not only because you're using your full body weight, but because of the wide hand position. Don't be fooled into thinking that it's just your lower back that you're working. Once you innervate that lower back, you're engaging your core at the same time. So this is a very efficacious exercise. If you are battling, starting in with the planks, quadruped opposing, or side steps with tension, this is probably a good place to start. here on this last set, I'll push it a little bit harder. Even though the reps aren't perfect, I'll get another 4 out of that. And next up is this great finishing exercise where I'm doing a stiff arm push down. I really try to feel the tension with every rep. I switch my hand position from a supine to a prone position so that I can really feel every part of my lats as well as my rear deltoids. This one exercise is the best at shaping your lats and really bringing out that lower sweep. It can also be performed laterally and to the side to really isolate the lower lats.